If I had to choose one word to describe Chengdu, I would probably choose the word compact, which is a good thing. It means that I don't need a map or a tour guide to take me around. In fact, every point of interest is no more than 5 minutes distant from the next, which makes traveling and learning about this area extra convenient. Did you know that China actually has two Great Walls? There's of course the one in Beijing and another in Hubei province. The Great Wall in Hubei is called Chibi. It's a wall that was burnt by Zhuge Liang in order to win the Battle of the Red Wall. Finding my way through this maze of stones was confusing and slightly dangerous, the sort of place perhaps only immortals should dare go. Tricky to navigate, and it only got trickier and narrower the further I went. This rocky road, hewn into the side of a mountain, is called Longgun Lu, or Longgun Road. And from the looks of it, it wasn't made for men to pass through. The ceiling is very low, and it's oval in shape. And as locals tell it, the reason it wasn't made for men to pass is because it wasn't made by man at all. There's a story of a man named Xu Xian who married a spirit. This spirit was not permitted to drink alcohol. One day, Xu Xian gave her some wine, and she became a white snake. Xu Xian was shocked, so much so that he died, and his beloved wife, the white snake, hewed this path with her body in search for a cure for her beloved husband. She was on her way to Dinghu Peak, and this Longgun Road is the path she followed. Still no Chibi in sight. I happened upon two little girls who told me that their grandfather was the resident expert on all things. 你好，你好，你好，你叫什么名字？
我叫刘继云。
啊，老刘，你好，我是大龙。
你好。
我刚刚看到更好看的景点，但是我再找一找更好看的。
更好看。
这边有吗？
有的。
有的。
穿过这个山洞。
有一个山洞。
山洞穿过去，前面是赤壁。赤壁。
那你可以下去。
可以下，就是三国的时候，诸葛亮大借赤壁，你知道吗？
诸葛亮，是吧？
对。
哇，我们可以去看一看。
可以的。
好，
带你去吧。
带小朋友去。
小朋友。
好，我们一块去。好。Mr. Liu told me that the cave only appeared after the white snake slithered past here on her way to Dinghu Peak in search of rare herbs that could save her husband's life. Whether or not that legend is true, there is no doubt. The view from Longgun Road is truly magical. We 已经到了是吧？
还没有到。
还没到。
还到前面去
的。看这两个石头，蛮有意思的。
那个叫婆媳岩。有
名字？
有个婆婆，有一个媳妇，没有。
哦，哪一个是婆婆？
有头那个叫婆婆，没有头那个叫媳妇。
哦，是吧？
她那个头那是因为那个媳妇她很欲对那个婆婆。
就是对她很没有礼貌，
所以把她那个头打掉了。
就是她被那个想记者就是惩罚。
对，
是吧？蛮有意思，蛮有意思。
往前走吧。
好的，小朋友。We walked for what seemed like an eternity, but then it appeared. The miniature Chibi. The rock wall is approximately half a soccer pitch in length, and the bottom appeared to be reddish, as if it had been scorched by flame. With my two little companions and Grandpa in tow,
This early spring afternoon couldn't have gotten much better here in the capital of the Immortals. Nowadays, I find a lot of people who are buying SUVs are taking their four-wheel drive capability as an afterthought, when in fact, four-wheel drive capability is a very useful tool to have, especially on roads like this. Now, when I begin to get on uneven or wet roads of this sort, I want to switch to four-wheel drive. Now, most cars have automatic switches, but it's still important to make sure your car does. So, just to be safe, depress the clutch pedal, put the car into four-wheel drive, put it back in gear, and keep going. Four-wheel drive enables you to handle the car more effectively and make sure that if one or two or even three wheels get stuck in a rough patch or a wet patch, you can still drive by diverting power to the one wheel that still has traction. I made my way to my last stop in Chengdu, Furong Valley. It's the filming site of one of the oldest and most loved Chinese films ever, a love story called Ashrama, a film so famous that even I know the general gist of the storyline. Enough at least to know that the actual story takes place in Yunnan province, so I'm wondering why they chose Zhejiang as the filming site. But as I entered the area where Ashrama was filmed, my questions began to be answered. Black mountains appeared out of nowhere and enveloped me, which brings me to the movie itself.
The point in the movie where Ahege, Ashrama's beloved, is chasing her through the mountains and realizes that the rich man has gone so far away and so far over the mountain that he can't climb the mountain and catch them. So Ahege takes a long arrow and bow and shoots a hole clear through the mountain, creating a pass so that he can retrieve and rescue his beloved. All that took place right here in Furongxia.